Hello.
Hello, we're back for another episode of Sakamotodays, episode 9. We're almost done with the first season.
Can you really believe it? Yeah.
But before we start, Frank, have you lost your way?
Where are we, bro?
Don't lose your way.
Where do you keep on finding these things, man?
Dude, my neighbor just throws them away.
Oh.
All right, this was a action-packed episode. It was like the finale you set to the
laboratory arc.
Yeah, the laboratory arc.
Yeah.
And we actually start off with Lou and the doctors escaping, but Lou wants to apologize to Shin. That's where we basically start off.
Like the feelings.
Yeah,
right.
So we're getting into that feeling. Lou's getting like a little sentimental, and it's not really even like a big part, but right away we jump into Shin and Heiyusuke versus Invisible Man.
Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the Shell Man.
Good stuff.
Emo Ghost in the Shell
Yeah,
Man.
because where we last left off, we had Heisuke shoot that bullet that saved Shin's life. So he's like, ooh.
Yeah. This fight was entertaining. It was like, it was a good opening for the episode. The invisible guy, he takes on Heiyusuke, right? First, Heiyusuke shoots the invisible guy, right? And like you said he slashes his cheek or something like that.
he goes full, I don't know. He goes Axel World. He goes like, oh, I'll see that bullet.
Yeah, so
Axel World is such a cool bull.
It's funny because he's the world's like most sharpest sniper, but throughout this whole show he's been missing a lot. Like if you really pay attention, like the invisible guy just went like, and then Sakamoto went like, you know?
Oh,
so,
it's your lead assassin, so I think he's doing okay for a homeless guy.
Yeah, he's a homeless guy.
At the end of the day, if Sakamoto's impressed, then I guess we technically have to be impressed.
Yeah, and he goes full on invisible, and he just like, he's trying to get to him, so he goes around. And Heiyusuke, like being like Heiyusuke, he's just like, oh dude, as long as I can hear him, I'm fine. And like he shoots like the platform above him.
Okay.
And it like blocks like him from getting there.
So we're talking about the squad. The squad is like, yo man, Sakamoto's like, this is my squad, homie. They got the shit. So then when Heisuke does the fucking ricochet shot out of the pillar, a little dodge move. And then what happens is that he's trying to shoot him before he can get to the other side, but you're right, he keeps on missing. So like he makes it past the platform before he can destroy it. But then this gets him to use like when they're both hiding, he's like, oh I can't find him. And out of nowhere you can't see it. That's why it's hard to describe. Yeah. You can't see it, but he gets blasted on the shoulder. Heisuke does.
Heisuke does,
and
right?
Like, oh, what happened?
Yeah.
It's like you see the guy in the corner, it's like, I almost had him. But where's his coat? Bam, he wrapped it around the pillar
now I remember.
from destruction, and he freaking lands. So the sniper man got sniped.
Yeah, Sniper Man got sniped.
And then he got his shoulder, and that's when he's able to get closer to him. He starts going out like, yo man, this is my jacket. It works on everything. Yeah. It looks good. It makes everything invisible. And this is where it gets serious.
He just disappeared.
This is when it gets serious, yeah. Because he whips out his knife, and Heisuke tries to shoot at him.
Yeah.
But he shoots and he misses. You're right. He keeps on missing. Like
and he just gets stabbed.
I'm sorry, Papa. And then the ghost in the show actually shanks him in the abdomen, which tells me that he wasn't gonna kill him because that's not a lethal hit yet. But little did he know, Heisuke shot at the rain. What do you call it?
Oh yeah, the
rain sprinklers.
Yeah, the
water sprinklers.
Yeah,
sorry,
the water sprinklers.
Water sprinklers, and then that causes his little jack to short circuit, and that's when he actually gets mad.
Okay, real quick, it's just funny. So the sniper guy gets sniped down.
That was my.
And then he gets stabbed.
I wanted to.
Yeah, that shit. That
Snipe man got sniped, bro.
That shit's funny. And it technically ends the fight right there, dude, because he's just like, oh, whatever.
It's really bad.
Like, he just gives up.
Yeah, because after he gets stabbed in the abdomen, when he shut off and he shoots the water valves, he's like, it's up to you, Shinja. Yeah. He's like, I'm done.
But I think, real quick, Shin, like, knocks him out, though. Like, he just comes in and he, like, kicks him or some shit like that.
Yeah, he's able to get in closer, right?
Yeah, he, like, knocks him out, and that's when he goes, like, it's over, mama. And he's just like, oh.
Yeah, it's just because he read his mind again. But the thing with Shin and Heisuke is that Heisuke's mind is so ADD that Shin has a hard time understanding him.
Yeah.
So that's their whole little dynamic that Shin goes like, damn it, dude, I'm trying to listen to your plan, but it's so stupid. It's like so obtuse and all that, but I mean, it works out. That is teamwork. They are the Sakamoto team. And that's one down.
One down. And another one to go with.
Jumping over to 20 minutes until Namek explodes.
Robot Man versus Sakamoto.
Pretty much. So Robot Man says, look at this, we're about to blow up in 20 minutes, which is the line from Dragon Ball Z. Or,
yeah.
Close enough to Dragon Ball Z, right?
Yeah, they bust the Dragon Ball Z where it's like 20 minutes and like it takes a
like
whole
3
episode. Yeah.
But actually, I think they were right on time this time.
Actually, yeah.
Because it was only like 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's only like 30 minutes. And the first 10 minutes were used for Shin versus the Invisible Dude. So it might have been right. Anyways, so how do we start off this fight?
Weapon Man goes, didn't you know I'm 70% weapon?
Heck yeah.
Those are facts.
Whatever that means.
Yeah, exactly. And Sakamoto goes like, didn't you know I got weapons too? He whips out in his pocket. He's like, the other guy's like, what could this be? And he's like, I got paper, a pencil, and stickers.
Like a sticker, yeah?
Stickers, yeah. Just 50% off sale stickers. And then the flyer from the store, and then just the pencil. I thought it was a pen, but it's a pencil.
It's a lead pencil.
Which is even more deadly, believe it or not.
So, in high school...
I love this.
Dude, in high school, that was like one of my biggest fears, getting like a lead from the lead pencil like stuck in your eye or something. Because I've always worn eye contacts.
Okay.
So, like, that's been my biggest fear, right?
And I assume when you draw, you get like super close. Yeah.
And so Sakamoto does like my greatest fear, where he flicks the lead pencil tip and it like lands right on the Robot Man's eye.
But it's so crazy because I don't know why I think they just understood that Sakamoto-kun is so OP that there's no way to make anything epicer than he already is.
Yeah.
So they make it funny. So he goes like,
oh yeah,
like real quick to get the lead out.
To get the lead out.
And then he goes like, which is like my favorite part because it's like super well animated.
He gets an eye shot.
Yep.
And then this is like really funny, like how you said, this whole episode was really well animated. But like some of the stuff didn't make sense. So like when he threw the sticker, he just went like that. It's so good. And like it just stuck to his hair and his eye, which in real life, if you were to move your hair, like the sticker would have moved. But fucking, it just stays there, and he's like, I'm blind. It's just so good because we zoom into the guy's point of view, which is at this point red, and then like one eyeball. He's like, oh, I can still do this, and all you hear is, bah! You hear the sound of a sticker go like everything goes black, and you're like, what? What's going on? Which reminded me of, you remember back in the days when we used to skateboard? Oh yeah. And then the K-Rock stickers were a thing. Oh yeah, the K-Rock stickers. Sticker slap. Yeah. Wow. Tony Hawk, baby. Anyways. Yeah, man. We used to do that shit IRL. Good times. Like, they take a little breather out of the fight. They go into Robot Man's backstory. Yeah, so we get a little levity. Yeah. And he's like thinking about like, what's his face, Slur? Yes. Yeah, well, so... How he was found, yes. Yeah, how he was found. Because we pick up with him surrounded by dead bodies, and people are like, oh, who is this guy? Look at this monster. Yeah, he's a monster because in his mind, I think he was like protecting something, an animal or a cat. They were hitting a cat. Yeah, they were hitting a cat. Or abusing a cat, and then he stepped in and he killed them all. Yeah, because they were abusing the cat. Led the people, his village people, to be like, oh, look at this guy, he's a killer. And then he's a freak, comes Slur. And Slur just like kills everybody for him. Yeah. And he does the kinkiest shit ever where he puts the X on his lips like that. It's even more kinkier in Japanese because he literally says, I will give it to you, which is basically I will give you understanding. Like I will give you like something more than you need. Yeah. I'm watching this in English. I think the English, if I remember right, it says I'm the only one that understands you or something like that. That's what he tells him in English. I guess, yeah, so, I guess, because it's like the idea of like no one else will give it to you, so I will give you understanding. Oh, just slur things, you know? Yeah. So, we get his kinky backstory, right? And that's just basically his motive, and he devotes his life to Slur. And that's when like the fight goes into an anime staple, a train fight. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah.
So Spider-Man 2 happens, and you freaking get blasted into a train station when he's fighting Doc Octopus in Spider-Man 2. And so that's what I saw from that. It's pretty damn cool though. We're inside the train, they're fighting, they're doing their thing, and just crazy that they're like jumping within this high speed and they're keeping up with it, doing their kung fu stuff, and how intense with when this guy has like little tendrils that can like pull him inside.
Oh yeah, he has like these cable shit. Yeah.
Again, 70% man.
Yeah.
Sakamoto-kun is so finesse, so professional that with that piece of paper, because this whole time I've been wondering. Earlier, I forgot to mention, but he took off
he took out a paper.
He took off his belt. Earlier in the fight, he took off his belt and he went like. And he's,
you're right. Yeah.
He also used a belt, which Sakamoto goes like, "I'm a professional, bro." And so with this paper, he actually like just gets it like fast enough that he's able to slice metal with.
Like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, he slices like the guy's like wires.
Yeah. So this is very important because it's important to understand how fucking like tier level this guy is, right? If you think Saitama's like bullshit, this guy defies a lot of logic. This guy defies physics. Like he can bend the fabrics of reality.
Even the robot guy is just like, man, what is he? Like, he's human.
He's not human.
He's not human.
He's a monster.
He's a monster.
But in this Spider-Man 2 fight, basically, he's just there and they get very intense because his whole plan is the robot guy's plan is to blast Sakamoto into the path of another train.
As they're crossing, like he manages to like actually throw him
because he unlocks his hidden weapon, which is the Iron Man uni-beam from his stomach, and he blasts him into the next train. Which
that should kill them.
That should be it.
That should be it.
But mind-bending reality power Sakamoto-kun essentially goes, "It's okay." He takes off his fat suit.
Yeah. He loses weight.
He's skinny Sakamoto-kun now, which is very important because at this moment he's like, "I got a train to catch."
Yeah.
And he just fucking books it to the front of the train.
You're right. He
jumps back to the other train and just and just fucking and then we go back to the robot man. He's like, "It's over." Again, we gotta mention this whole time, Sakamoto-kun being a very nice guy, he had to pull the guy out and let this old lady sit down.
You're right.
And he's like, "Hey man, that's a reserved seat. That's for grandma right there."
He just fucking goes like, "Wow," and like slams him. Like
he's too strong.
Yeah, he's really strong. And he explains that since he's immortal, he can go all out.
Something like that. Yeah, he's like more machine.
So the old lady comes in and she wants to sit down, and like the way Sakamoto does it, like he just flings him like that.
Yeah, he basically just grabs from his shoulder and shakes him. Yeah.
But like he's so strong that fool like slams, and like the ladies are like, "Oh, such a nice young man."
He's such a nice young man. He goes Andre the Giant on that fool.
Yeah.
I heard a story about Arnold Schwarzenegger and Andre the Giant. Arnold went to go visit Andre in Mexico. He bought him dinner and they both wanted to pay. And Andre goes like, no, I pay. He picks up Arnold and puts him on a shelf, like a bar shelf, and he goes back to go pay. So it's like, big kid, big kid.
Yeah.
So at this point, so the guy sits back down next to the old lady. So he's like, all right, cool, we're done. And you just see the fucking door slide open.
Oh yeah.
And it's fucking Sakamoto-kun going like,
"It's not over, Poppy."
It's so good. And so he says basically what the machine guy ends up realizing is that while he is a weapon, 70% weapon, Sakamoto-kun's pressure itself is the weapon. He is able to adapt to any situation. He's able to find ways to outsmart and beat his opponent. So that is why
you're right.
Slur very much is interested in Sakamoto.
Yeah, because you're right. The robot dude says that like his presence, everything, like he could use everything as a weapon, like his surroundings. This fight, like it ends up being like goofy towards the end. Like they start throwing people at each other. Like literally the passengers. I don't know if you remember, like the robot guy throws them and Sakamoto's just like catching them and shit and placing them down too.
They go full out in that, before that they go full out because that's before he gets blasted into the other trains.
That shit. It was a good fight. Look, I'm a little like loopy because like I didn't get too much sleep, so I'm like forgetting parts of the episode. But It was fun. It was good. It was good. It wasn't like yeah, it was absurd, but like it's in a good way, you know?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's again at this point, like I don't think we can make Sakamoto any more OP than he already is. So the next logical thing is to make him like attractive because he's funny. So when they're throwing people around the train, Sakamoto is catching them and gently putting them back to their seats, while also like serving them like oranges and cookies and shit.
Yeah, you're
like,
right, yeah.
Like a little kid goes like, oh, thanks, man.
He
Thanks,
opens
mister.
the little thing.
And so Sakamoto-kun has time to do all this bullshit while he's fighting this guy. So again, that's how OP he is now compared to everyone else. Yeah.
Very like One Punch Man, very Saitama. And basically the fight just ends because he like literally defeats him. Like he can't overpower Saitama.
I think he just breaks down. He uses all his machinery.
He breaks down and like he throws him like outside of the bus into where like you scan your ticket to go in.
Correct, because leading back up to where the door slowly opens, and that's when shit's about to go down. Sakamoto-kun pulls him and puts him in between the cars, like the little intersection where it's just like the cart, and the small little area. Yeah. And he's like, "It's time, papacito." And he goes full ora ora mode, which in JoJo is basically ora ora.
Oh yeah, he does the full mic thing.
It's the beatdown, yeah.
You're right. Okay.
The full beatdown, yeah.
Dude, we have that here we don't have like trains like that in Japan, but like usually here where we live, like there's like these like buses with that little gummy thing.
Yeah, the little gummy.
It's
a interlocked chain.
Yeah.
And they put gummy around so you don't fall off the tails. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like they fight in there, and like it's funny because I don't know why, like I found that great. Like they're just fighting in that little space, and he beats the shit out of them.
Well, for martial artists, the idea is that when you punch, you use all your force. But if you're stuck down here and you're able to still like send out that much force, damn, dude, that's a little crazy.
He did the One Punch Man move, the consecutive like normal fist. He's just like, yeah. So that was great. That was freaking great. And yeah, like we said earlier, it ends up with the fight with him getting thrown out the bus onto the little pathway where like people scan their I guess like train passes to walk in.
Right, the Suica.
Yeah. And like the guy's like defeated like that, and like Sakamoto just uses his pass to like fall over, so he could fall to the floor.
Because again, they had to pay for the ride.
Oh yeah, he paid for the ride.
He paid for the ride.
Yeah, right. And I was about to mention that. I was gonna be like, didn't he just waste money? But no, you're right. He paid for the ride. Yeah.
Because he's a nice young man.
Yeah, he's a nice young man.
Good
yeah. All of this leading up to like the whole building collapsing and Shin and Lu reuniting.
5 minutes. Yeah. He calls him on the phone. It's like, look, guys, I just took the leader down, quote unquote leader down. You guys have about 5 minutes till the building collapses. You got to get everybody out, or just do what you can. Blah blah. Yeah. And Shin's like, yes.
Yeah, and that's when they meet up with Shin and Lu, and like
Shin goes boss mode.
Yeah.
When he
saves Lu because like the building is gonna collapse on her, and like he saves her.
He goes full boss mode.
And they have like this like sweet moment where they're kind of mad at each other, and then they like right away go like, or Lu turns around and goes like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Shin, for being so mean to you." And Heiyusuke's like, "What's going on?"
It's the red mode, and Heisuke is not invited.
Yeah, Yusuke's all like, "Where am I?"
Whoa, we lost his way.
Yeah, he lost his way.
Yeah, for reals.
Yeah, so it was a sweet moment. I like seeing like those two. Like I'm not shipping them, right? Like because like it's more like they have like
a family chemistry.
A family, yeah.
But I think people are gonna ship them anyway.
Yeah, people are gonna ship them.
They're not related.
Yeah, but I did like that sweet moment, and then he reunites with with the old man doctor.
Yes, his pops.
And they start they catch up only a little because they have to get the hell out of there before the building collapses. Right. Yeah. So.
And then Shin able to use his ultimate powers.
Yeah.
He's fully able to use his abilities to his ability. And he's being able to spread everyone out to help people. Yeah. Where like he maps it out.
Like the doctors that grew up with him. Yeah. More specifically.
He mapped out the building. He's able to actually locate where people are, and he sends people to go there.
Yeah.
It's a very, very interesting way to use his power.
So they're off doing that, and the doctor like sees him running, like basically like he's all grown up, kind of like view.
He has a full father moment. Yeah. At some point, you have to realize that you have done everything possible to raise this this brain to think for itself. So when you start seeing that brain acts in a way that you can no longer like influence, quote unquote, to an extent, right? You kind of have to understand to let go.
Yeah,
that's that full father moment. But
yeah, he's like, that's my son.
That's my boy.
He pays his taxes.
He pays his taxes.
He
but
he has a full-time job.
Which Shin can hear, right?
Yeah, Shin can hear.
That's my part right there. Which Shin can hear, so it's like, well, yeah. So like again, it's the whole point is like, this is a great way to use your research, isn't it? Like saving people's lives. He's like, because that's what all Shin wanted to do was to help his dad or whatever.
Yeah, so they're doing like little side mission before the building collapse, and we see Shiba and Best Girl Goth Girl.
Oh yeah.
Looking
hacking
for Slur.
Yeah.
So they're going through the cameras, and she's like getting annoyed because like she has to like basically break rubble.
Yeah.
And like they finally see Slur, but it's only like his side face. Like it's not really like a full detailed face. And like he goes like, well, this is disappointing.
Yeah, it can't really.
Yeah, you can't really show him. Yeah. So that's their main arc closed up right there. And then we move to back to Shin actually rescuing people.
One last person to rescue, he says.
And then he sees Slur from a distance, and like he stops because he senses like the bloodlust in the air. So like, he sees himself get like shredded. Yeah.
Essentially,
by Slur.
Essentially, if he had gotten too close, that guy's first instinct would have been
just kill him.
F him up.
Yeah.
On the spot.
And that's why you should listen to your instincts sometimes, because it could save you. Like, So he's frozen, dude. He pooped himself.
Yeah,
like,
it's pretty bad. Well, yeah, because again, he's learning how to be an assassin, but he's nowhere near the confidence. Yeah, it's all about confidence. Like to be like, oh, I've done this shit before, so I can handle it again. But for him, it's like, oh shit, it's the guy.
It's the guy. It's the main guy.
So,
well, he doesn't really know that they're actually looking for him because he goes like, who's this guy? Or like he doesn't know him. And he gets surprised when he goes like, oh, send Sakamoto my regards or some shit like that. Yeah.
Or he actually calls him out too. He's like, Shin, you must be Shin.
Yeah, and he gets surprised too. He's like, how does he know that like I'm Shin?
Crazy, man. So to show that obviously this guy really has an interest in Sakamoto and his entourage.
He's like, how do you know my name is Shin? The show's called Sakamotodays. He's like mind blown.
So yeah, it's pretty cool. Intense. I think we had something similar like this to Demon Slayer, which is pretty cool. Like they show off the villain right away, but they don't allow them to fight. Yeah. So it's like, whoa, what is this guy? Yeah,
dude,
it's pretty cool.
They do that in the Kagurabachi manga.
Kagurabachi. Oh, okay. It's a new thing.
Yeah, it's a new thing
because you gotta be hyped for the villain guy now.
Yeah, and like right in the beginning, the villain is just like, hey, he's just like, all right, bye. And I was just like, what the? Okay, I guess. Yeah, but yeah,
he's like, good. And he walks away.
Yeah, it's funny. Real quick, he just goes like, look at me use magic, and then the guy goes like, whoa, all right, bye. That's literally like
that was cool, huh? I'll see you later.
Yeah, so they finally all escape the collapsing building. Shin have the interaction with Slur, and this is the part where they're outside, and I really want to say this because I think I'm right. This is Shin's payoff to this whole arc where like he is reading everybody's mind, and now they're saying, oh look, he saved us, he's a hero, his powers are good, he's handsome,
happy for
and all
you,
this, all this. And I feel like this whole arc was leading up to that payoff for Shin.
His character, his kind of like completing of the
his character
beginner character arc, so then he can like learn to be the ultimate.
So it was good. That's when they basically like the Sakamoto and like the gang, they're like ready to leave. And I forgot what they tell him, but basically they're like, "Oh, thank you" or something for taking care of Shin or something like that. And then Sakamoto's like, you know, like
just everybody being happy, or maybe like his pops says something to him for one.
Something like that.
Yeah, the old guy, and it's very nice. So I just was happy for Shin because finally
everyone likes him.
He ran away from home, but nobody hated him for that. So that's kind of at the end of that. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, and we end up being back home with the Sakamoto family.
Dinner time.
Beautiful. The wife is going like, what's going on with you guys? You guys are all beat up and stuff. She's like wondering. And she says that all the laundry's dirty, I think, and I'm surprised that they don't notice like especially Yusuke and Shin like cut up, or like she doesn't notice that they were bleeding.
I think she does, because she already told him to take care of it, right?
Really? I don't remember.
She just doesn't want to ask questions. Well, it doesn't. Well, as long as they're okay with it.
Yeah, or maybe Sakamoto went like, all right, guys, I got this, and then just like patch them up or something.
That probably happened too. Yeah.
And Sakamoto gains weight again. Yeah, and that's how
before dinner. Yeah. So he ate before dinner. Now he's eating.
Yeah,
Jesus
he has
Christ.
to get the calories in.
Oh my God, I couldn't.
Yeah. Probably drink like a mass gainer before going in there.
Or a mass gainer and beer. Yeah.
It's like if my wife sees me skinny, she's gonna wonder. She's fucking drink a mass gainer.
She's gonna see I'm the same man.
Yeah, and we leave off with Sakamoto gaining weight, Shin stealing loose little shrimp because like she's asleep. And then...
she's passed out, and Shin's like, oh, you're not gonna eat that, and obviously she wakes up right after that. And she takes his food. Some kind of weird jelly thing. Yeah. He's like, no. We're like, all right, cool. Which is the whole point, is that they're cute because they're eating off of each other's plate. Yeah. So they're gonna ship them. Yeah, people are gonna ship them.
Probably gonna ship them, but I don't know. We'll see. And with that, we end episode 9.
Episode 9.
It was a fast episode. It was fun, and I dig this episode. It was smooth, fun. The animation was actually good.
This is the action episode that made you want to see more action episodes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and
back on the train. Whoa!
Assuming like if what Netflix said, like if they're actually like right, then we're pretty close to the season finale.
Yeah.
It's only gonna have like 12 episodes for the first season, and then the next season should start later this year.
They have mentioned that they are gonna do that half point, which is more than anything for the dubbing, to give them time to do all the international dubbings. But we'll see if they get hacked again.
Yeah, we'll see.
So hey. As long as people are still watching it and it's good, then I think they got a future ahead of them.
Yeah. And with all that,
let us know what you think. How do you feel that? What other ways we're gonna have to make these other guys be super intense? Because you got the handsaw girl, and you got, what is the other guy's thing? He's just a dude.
Just a dude with a hammer.
The dude with the hammer.
He's just a dude with a hammer.
He has a hammer. Yeah.
He's really fast, and he has like hammer skills.
He's a carpenter.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. So
cool.
Yeah, man.
So looking forward to that. And hopefully that works out. Definitely go check out any fun things you've been working. Kakeburi?
Usually, right now I'm working on the Kagurabachi like manga series. But the thing is that like I'm following the US release, and even in Japan they're only like a book ahead. So they're not like too off, you know.
That's pretty cool though. That they're like pretty damn close.
They're pretty close, and then and I kind of want to support right now like physical media.
Yeah.
Because in the future we're not gonna have it, so might as well like make it last, right? And that's why I'm following the US release. So I'm gonna do that. And then do you have anything?
You know we love supporting physical media in this channel, so definitely if there's anything out there that you really like, that you want to keep, definitely buy it. On my end, you just got the news of the week. Tomorrow that's some guitar stuff, and that's some fun internet news to hang out with, and just streaming Zenless Zone Zero. Yeah, another fun. There's new characters that are going to be added soon. That is the happy thing that happened to me this week. More money to spend on gacha games. But we'll see. But aside from that, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for being cool.
Yeah.
We'll see you.
And we'll see you guys later.
Ciao. Matane.